may end up losing job because you didn't have, your portfolio. So I've been a victim of this for, so many times. I've been a victim of this, and then that's why I'm very excited this night to be looking into this very topic. So uh, I'd just like to give a brief explanation for those that don't really know what a portfolio is. A portfolio, what I like to call portfolio is, your should I say, how do I put it? I would like to call it your, I've forgotten this word. It's called your evidence of your capacity. Yeah, that's what I like to call it, the evidence of your capacity. Yeah, because then that's what you're able to show to clients, and then they are going to be able to tell that yes, you can actually do what you say you can do. So whenever you promise a client that I can do this, I can help you increase your visibility online with my designs. I can help you design good looking flyers that will get you more customers and so on and so forth. So you promise all of that. They are going to want to look through your portfolio, and then your portfolio is going to be the evidence of any capacity that you promised them. Yeah. So that's what I like to call it. And then if you see that way, you'll be able to understand the importance of your portfolio. So our uh, coach is going to be presenting, the rest of for the rest of the program this night. But then I would just like to give a little, uh, should I say, experience that I've had back then. I've been a designer for over 5 years, and one terrible experience I've had is that uh, there are certain jobs that I lost because I didn't have my portfolio. So there's this one of them that I can remember is there's this lady on X, and she posted about a job vacancy, and then it was for, I think, UI UX, and then I was into UI UX. So I told her I could do it, and I entered her DM. I told her I could do it, and she told me I should, what can I do? What can I offer? And of course, I do know how to talk. I know how to convince a client that they asked me, okay, can you show us, what you've done before? Let's be able to see your capacity. Yeah. So that was where I got stuck. So she asked me to send, works that I've done before. So instead of sending her a link, she told me I shouldn't send it to her DM on X. She said I should send it to her email. So instead of sending her a link to my portfolio, I started, sending pictures one by one. This is my work, and it wasn't all that clear in the first place. It wasn't clear, and then it was kind of confusing because I was trying to show her works that I've done for different clients, and when I send the logo of this particular client, I sent her the logo of another, or the social media post of another client. I was doing all these things, and it was kind of, I don't know, confusing. So what she just told me is I'll revert, and that was how I lost it. She didn't revert back. She didn't say anything, and I lost that one. Yeah. So one of the reasons why you need to have a portfolio is that it will help your client to see what you are promising, and it's going to bring clarity. It's going to tell them that, okay, this person is organized. This person now has social capacity that he or she is promising. And then we trust that if we should give he or she this work, he or she is going to be able to deliver. So that's why portfolio is very important. And then I've had so many other experiences. I have not actually gotten a job before on Upwork. Yeah, as long as I've been in Upwork for a long time. I've been on Upwork for a long time, but I've not gotten one single job. And why? Because I didn't have my portfolio to be able to, uh, add to my what's it called? My profile on Upwork. You get. So all these things now are very important. Having a portfolio is very important, cannot be overemphasized. And another thing, another reason why I think having a portfolio is important is that um, it helps you to be organized. Yeah, because you're going to have to look back to your previous works. Sometimes you want to gain inspiration. Yeah, so when you look back, you have an organized library where you can go back to and then look through and then get the inspiration that you're looking for. Yeah, so that's another importance of having a portfolio. So, Coach, I don't know if you're free now, so you can take over. Uh, that Canva Pro, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you guys hear me?
Okay, so are you done?
Yeah, I am. Can you hear me?
All right,
Okay,
all
okay.
right.
I
So,
see the
over
emojis.
to
That
you.
means that you guys can. All right, now thank you so much, Ugo, for the intro and a bit of warm up before we get into the portfolio masterclass proper. Please, if at any point you can no longer hear me, find a way to signal me. I mean, all of you should be familiar with how Google Meet works. I don't know how many outsiders that we have here, but most of the names that I'm seeing are very familiar. So you can use the chat box or you can call my attention either way. Yeah. So the reason we put this together is because I had I think I and Ugo had spoken about it earlier, and then somebody reached out to me that they wanted a designer from our community. So I'm like, okay, let's get you one. But then when I asked for portfolio, many people said that they didn't have portfolio. For people that had, what they were sending to me was similar to what I was using when I started out. And so I think eventually somebody did, right? And then that was the person to, refer to the job. So portfolio is very important, right? It's like your CV. The way if you go to apply for a job at a corporate organization, they will ask you to write a CV and all of that. But then when it comes to the design industry, they're not asking you for CV. Nobody's really interested in your CV because this is a technical work. It is a practical work you have to do, show, the person, the client sees, and then, yeah, assess you. So it is like your CV, and it's very important that you have one. I'm going to show you what my portfolio looks like until I got into something. Just going to show you a sort of contrast so that you see what a good design and what a bad design looks like. Let me share my screen. Let me know when you start seeing it. I'm supposed to have this up. Yeah. Can you guys see my screen now? All right, thank you. How is the audio, by the way? You can type it in the chat box. Is it like clear? Does it need tweak? Does it echo? Because the mic that I'm using, I think it's the new one that I haven't used in a while. Okay. So let me pull up my portfolio. Sorry, Behance. What I want to do is show you a sort of contrast so that you get to see where I used to be and where I am now. So that you see what a good portfolio is and what a bad portfolio is, right? You guys can see. Let me confirm visual audio before I get into it proper. Thank you. All right. So this is the portfolio that I used to use before I knew the essence of getting a proper portfolio, right? As you can see, this is a Google Drive. And I'm very sure this is what most of us here have as portfolio. Now, this is not a bad idea to send to a client, but it leaves them more confused than they are going to understand you. I don't know whether that makes any sense, whether that explanation makes any sense. Because it's very stressful for them. Now, imagine that you're a client and I send you this as my portfolio and an application for a job. And you have to like see this folders here. And for each one, for you to view it, you have to first of all double click
Yeah,
on
it's
it,
very clear.
go into it and look at it. Right? Or the book covers. You see how it is. You have to like stressfully click on each of them for you to view. And for each one that you eventually view, for you to see it properly, you have to like click again to go into it and view it. So that is how stressful it is. And when you are applying to somebody who you know has other portfolio to look at, chances of them giving you that time to keep opening each of these folders one after the other is not there. So what they are going to be like, oh, if there's somebody who has submitted a better portfolio that is easily accessible, all of the information that they need is in one page, they are going to move on to that person. So what that means is that you've lost your chance even before your work is looked at, just because you applied with a bad portfolio. Because look at all of this. They're just showing you, for me now to see it properly, I have to go inside. So it's a whole lot more stressful. But now compare it to what I'm using now, which is this. What do you think? Let's make this interactive. Chats in the, you can drop your opinions in the chat box, yeah? The moment you see this, there's something about it that is exciting. If you are a client, the moment you come onto this page, your first thought is going to be, this person knows what they are doing. Because they managed to keep everything where your eye can see it. Their contact info, their name, their profile picture, everything is in one place. Yeah, colorful, captivating, very well appealing. So that is the beauty of having a portfolio that actually wins you the job. That's where you're going to hear stuff like job winning portfolios. So those are the kind of, and I think Behance has a way of even letting you, put up a, what is it called? A header. Now this header could be anything. I decided to use my quote one step at a time. I could have put Canva there, the one that I'm using for my Twitter header, but I'm like, let's do this. And so anybody that comes here, just look at all of it and keep it moving. And if they want to contact me, they could send a message ASAP, or if they want to, go into my Instagram, they could text me on Instagram. They could also see the people that I've worked with or the people that I'm working with. So everything all in one place and makes it a whole lot easier for them to reach out. And also they can see a bit of information about you. And if you look here, you're going to see my WhatsApp here, which is a CTA. Oh, you don't want to reach me here, just send me a message on WhatsApp straight. Do you get it? And then they could see, oh, does this person actually have interaction on their page or on their portfolio? The number of project views that I have, about 10,000 appreciation followers, following, every information is right there on one page. And so if they want to do each of them, they just have to click on it. And they go in like this. Cannot read properties of underlined. Well, okay, let me sign in first. Give me a minute. Let me sign in. All right, I think we are in. So for each one, you could see the information of how it's displayed. The people that owns the email, the brand, what project overview is about, and then they could go up and see multiple, what is it called? More details about that particular portfolio. Then they read, what is the objective? What is created for, right? So it's sort of a short case study, which is always very important to give an extension into whatever it is that you built. I haven't put the tools that I used here, which is Canva, right? So if it's somebody who really wants a template that is editable, it's going to be easier for them to say, okay, this place is really capturing all that I'm looking for. I might as well go with them. Now you see visual direction, right? What are these? What exactly did these people want? And how was I able to interpret that into a design? The color scheme, the typography, whatever information that is needed, I put it in there. And so they keep scrolling. Everything is sort of in a chronological order. And then the outcome, the final design presents the brand service clearly and professionally. It's optimized for mobile, desktop, with a strong focus on usability and brand trust. Because this is an email design. And then do you see the CTA here? Do you have an ongoing project? I need a creative designer. Send me a message. And then I added my WhatsApp number there. And because I'm looking forward to, it could be, what is it called? It could be a foreign person. So let them know that it is 234, which is the Nigerian code for, for our country code. They can easily reach me like this. So I don't know whether you guys see all of that, how everything is displayed. I think about 445 people have viewed this. 2 comments, 17 clean layout with excellent hierarchy. Superb. Canva 2 is getting better. You see how interactive this is. So imagine having your portfolio where people can interact with your design. And when client comes there, they can see the engagement. Coupled with the fact that when you host your portfolio on Behance, Behance has a way of putting you in the explore or discover page where they just put random designs there. So a client could be going through Behance discover or explore page, and then they see your design, it catches their eye, they click on it, and then they view more about you. That is the beauty of having a well-optimized portfolio. Before we go on, anybody has any question, inquiry before we continue? Any question, inquiry before we continue? All right. In the absence of none, we'll keep moving. Right now, I had Google pull a couple of portfolios together for us to look at. Right. The idea is that you see a couple of other designers out there. Some of them you are going to know, to see what their portfolio actually looks like, and we can take a lead from their book when we are putting together the portfolio that we are going to put tonight, because we are going to do a practical putting together a portfolio so that you see how you can be able to do it on Behance, right? So I pulled up a couple of them. If you can recognize them, you can type their name in the comment section here. So do you guys know who this person is? All right. I'm not seeing the text, so I believe right? Hassan, right? I think here he used his full name, Hassan Adidiran. I know I'm more than that, but that's okay. The same Behance, that is what he used. You come here, you see everything about him. And if you go into any of them, this is what you are going to see. Let it load. So I think he made a video of some sort, which is completely fantastic. If you can do a video, really fantastic. Can you see that? There's something about it that is interactive. Something about it is active. Something about it draws in your attention the moment you look at it. What do you guys think about that? So these are efforts that you have to put into to actually grab attention, right? Now, this video must not be like this. If you want to put a video, you could put a video of you doing the actual design. That will even impress the client even way more. I think okay, it's a final touch. I was doing a study of his Upwork profile, and his Upwork intro video is him actually manipulating a design. So if it is a video of you, your screen, you screen recorded your screen while you are doing the design, some part of the design mustn't be the entirety of the design. Then take the video and put it here. The client is going to see you doing the work in real time. So there wouldn't be any doubt of, oh, he probably picked it up somewhere. She probably picked it up somewhere. This is not her design or his design. That is the beauty of the video, right? Now, let's start with the headline, right? It tells you what brand owns this particular design. So when you come here now as a client, you already know, okay, this person has worked for a brand, an actual existing brand. This person has worked for them. And that is the instant name that you're going to see. Fintech product launch. Fintech product launch design for a corporate facing payment app. And then a bit of intro about what the fintech is about, right? I let the visual roll out. I feel like his choice of words are a bit, difficult for me to like read without having, maybe because I haven't read in a while. I let the visual rollout design for, okay, I get it now. Okay. Cloud, Clary, I hope I pronounced that well. A corporate facing finance management and payment gateway app. The goal was to create a clean, trustworthy, and modern brand presence through series of 12 cohesive. So the idea is for you to give a bit of insight into the project. This is a case study, right? Case study is detail the entirety of the process, what the brand is all about, how you were able to come up with everything about that particular project. You're going to put it in there. It mustn't be as detailed as this, but at least let it explain certain things that client is going to be impressed that if they hire you, they can equally get the same experience that you displayed here. That is what your portfolio is supposed to do. Then he goes on to give you all of the designs that he made for them. And if you look at them, really well designed, social media ads. So when you see it, I feel like you already made your decision. If you notice, some of them, all of them are not of the same size. This could be for Reels or for Instagram stories. This particular size. Same with this one as well. And then it puts on the video as again. Draws attention. That's what most of these videos are going to do for you. Now, these are the logo, the designs again, and a couple of other designs that he has here, right? So we could just keep looking at them one after the other. think this is a brand identity of some sort. So what I want you to do is to take knowledge of what a good portfolio looks like. Because when it comes to design, you need to see more than just talk. Right? So some other person that I picked up their portfolio, let's look at them again, because I don't know how much we are going to be able to spend before we can you identify this person? Ajala Victor. When it comes to brand identity design, yeah, when it comes to brand identity design, I feel like he is one of the people you should actually pay attention to, right? Although what we do is focused on social media design, I'm like, okay, let's bring in brand identity as well, so that you get to see what it can actually look like for you. So I think Victor is more of display the visuals without actually giving. Okay, okay. I think I'm mistaken for somebody else. Yeah, Victor the same. See the headline image or the header, then it goes on to tell you about the brand name, what the entirety, what they're about, redefining natural-led skincare by discovering and elevating the world's most potent botanical actives. Then gives you more details, register a nutshell, more information about them, right? And then it gives you all of these exciting visuals there for you to see. I think this is their logo, their name, the letter, whatever for the logo, yeah, and then picture of the product being in application, and then what they could look like on the website and all of that. Then the actual case study, which usually starts with a project overview, objective goals, what are they looking to achieve, what are they really all about. Then research, a bit of insight into the products, and then mood board. And remember, like I said, your case study mustn't be as comprehensive and detailed as this, because portfolio building is actually very taxing, right? Some people feel very tiring. Most people don't ever touch their portfolio. I mean, like professional designers, most of the big designers find it very difficult updating their portfolio because it's actually a whole lot of work. But I think what Victor has been able to do is to design his entire case study other than doing it inside Behance. So that could be a way for you to make it easier for you so that you don't come on Behance and start dragging elements again. You do the entire design on your end. All you are going to do is just come, take the picture and just paste it there. Because I know that this is definitely a design. This is a design, and that is why I can save it as an image. If it were just a plain text on that he created on Behance, you can't save it. So the shortcut has to be do the design, just come here and just paste the pictures, drop off the pictures according to how you want the case study to be. Of course, in chronological order. So that should be the shortcut, because I think that's what he did. So all of these are all designed, even though they have the text and all. He has already done the design, so he just comes here and pastes them. Really, really impressive shortcut there. The mood board and all. Then the sketch of the logo. So if you're a client that comes here, you see everything in real time. He didn't just go somewhere, pick up logo, and no, it shows you how everything came about, how it came together. Then the logo design itself, the mark. This is what should be. See, this is highlightable, but this you can't highlight it. If you highlight, it wants to highlight the entire file. So do you see his own style of catching attention now with something a bit more dramatic? Yeah. will I call it a collage that is animated, an animated collage. And then that is the way it is onto the end. Okay, this is nice. This is nice. Then the product itself, their mock-up. So this is a very detailed, the color palette and all. This is a very detailed case study, right? Oh my God, this is nice. So when you ask, why do these people actually win jobs? This is it. For most of the clients are going to look at their portfolio and see, compare it to whatever it is that any other person have, and decide who is more impressive than the other. So sometimes the reason you are not winning job is because your portfolio is not speaking for you enough. I mean, look at this animation. These see that. From mock-up to text to image, everything to animation, everything is a banger, right? Look at that. I'm so fascinated that I want to know how much this cost. But I think there is somewhere that I saw cost of some of the design that he has done. Yeah. And then his contact details. Because at the end, there has to be a contact detail. There has to be a way the client, after seeing all of this wonder, should reach out to you. There should be. Otherwise, but I'm very sure any client that sees all of this, we definitely have to find the contact detail one way or the other. I think this is where I said I saw some of how much he charges for his work. This one was done for, okay, from 3,000. This Okada one for 10,000. There's event 1,000, and all of that are dollars. So the distance between you and charging more could be how you present your work. Let's look at this Okada one. The same, something that is the eye, ASAP, then a little bit of detail about the product. He did this one here. Then what the Okada is about, all of that, and then more information. So let's look at somebody else's who is second on our list. Taros. I think Google sent me Taros on as well, right? Is there any question so far? Or should we keep going? Any questions so far? Okay. All right, so we'll keep going. So this is Taros, right? I'm very sure you know Taros. Everybody in their portfolio just answers their real name. See his name, Emmanuel God's Power. I don't know why that is so funny, but yeah, when it comes to your portfolio, don't use the name that you answer as guy name or as, what people know you for that is stylish. Use your actual name. It is important that you use your actual name. Okay? No matter what you are answering and what people know you for, clients don't know you with that name. If you look at mine, it's my name. Eboka Victory. It's not that Canva Pro, because clients don't know me as that Canva Pro. When they come, they want to know me as my name. So this is where you could do, you see his header, hello, I'm Taros, a graphics designer. So I think Taros is that person that drops just visuals. He doesn't really do case studies. Exactly. Okay, this has a bit of, That means it's not arrows too. There's somebody amongst these people who go sent me that I saw that because he gave a bit of, you see how concise his own what is he called? His own case study is. Not trying to do too much, just something quick. Some clients like it like that. Sometimes clients don't want to be overwhelmed with so much information, right? So when they come, they just want to read briefly and keep it going. Portfolio is not something that they want to spend their entire time on to get it. So some client might come and appreciate, see all of that information on, the other ones and be like, nah. Then see this one, be like, okay, this is what I'm looking for. Short, straight to point, and all. None of them is bad. It just depends on you knowing the people that you're trying to reach. So same, provide detail, because clients needs to know that you did more than just pushing shapes together, pictures together, putting it all together, and then that's it. What is the thoughts behind it? Very important. I knew it was in. So this one, it just drops the visuals, right? Just drops the visuals. This serves as his CTA. He didn't even add CTA of his own. So Tiles does most of hard what is it called? Fire music covers. That's really like his niche. Yeah. It's not really deeply into social media designs like that. Yeah. It's into more artwork, posters. Yeah, that's like his fault. So you see here, he just drops it and then keeps going. I think for him, he just wants client to have something to see. And then that's it. I used to be like that as well. It's not bad, like I said. You can see here, some foreigners still appreciate the entire thing. But I did advise, just add a bit of story to it. I think I saved Stephanie's as well. Yeah. Stephanie is another designer that just drops the design and keep it moving. She doesn't really care about stories as well. So you see, just drops the design and then keep going. Just drop the design and then keeps going, right? No extra stories. Like I said, clients can still appreciate it. But if you can, design the stories, the text and all of that, and have it will make it more interactive. So this is just here as well. I think these are mostly mock up a label design here. This one design and mock up. Okay. So that is it about looking at other designers' portfolio. So the key things that you see here: header, clear profile picture, info about you, and contact details. Yeah. Then bio is important that you put about you, right? Then do the case study thing. Somebody hand this out. Mayana word, let's say. Are you there or you took it down? Okay. I will assume that you took it down. So now, how do you build your own portfolio on Behance? How do you build your own portfolio on Behance? So it's very simple. Let's you just go to www.behance.com. I would have loved to sign up so that you see from the top. Or let me use another email to sign up. Yeah. Let me use Becoming Designer's email to sign up. Behance. So this is what you are going to see when you search for Behance: showcase, discover, and then it will ask you to sign up. I'm not really sure I want to create an account for this, but now it will require me to. So it's the same way you sign up for anything, right? The same way you sign up for your social media account, exactly. That has to be the best explanation. That is the same way you are going to sign up. But let me create google.com. All right, more information. October, yeah, then create account. So it will ask you whether you're a freelancer or you are hiring. Of course, you're a freelancer, so you select that one. If you are planning to use it for both, of course, there is an option for you to choose that. Now you pick up topics that you're interested in: graphics, illustration, UI, UX, photography, sorry, all that are all in the creative industry. Yeah, these are all you are going to be seeing on your Discover page. Product design, advertising. I like advertising. So yeah, let's then see custom feed to customize your feed for you. You see, now we have a feed. So there are plans here where you can pay $0 and use it for free, or pay $10 and get the pro version, $10 a month, right? So with this now, $10 a month, they are going to constantly be showing your work to people who are visiting the Behance platform to look for people to hire. I don't know whether you understand it. So if you want to like get extra push, you can go for the pro version. But if you're just looking to just build your portfolio and keep it there, you go with the free one. So let's continue with free plan, right? So you see inspirations of what is it called? Inspirations of things that you could actually like take inspiration from, works that you can take inspiration from. But since what we are looking to do now is to get our page set up, I'm not really going to be doing it, but I'm just going to show you, right? So this, as you can see, everything is still empty at the moment. So when you create your own this thing, that is how it's going to be. Everything is going to look empty, right? But you start by, if you notice here, because of the name that we used, the email that we signed up with, it has already decided what our name is going to be. So if you use an email that has your name, of course, it will come out showing you this. I think marriage just shows us how wonderful life can be when shared with partners. What strikes me about both of you is how you embody that truth. This might be that now. Marriage requires studying. Sorry about that. But then, if you don't want this email to automatically appear when you've eventually created the account, don't use that Google where if you saw what I did there, I just clicked on Google instead of typing the email and going through the process. I just use my Google to sign in, or sign up rather. So if you don't want it to automatically pick out any name that is on your Google account or your Google address, Google email address, just use it this way. Do it step by step. Don't just use Google and sign in. Okay? Yeah. So sorry, give me a minute. So when you have done that, you can see here, add a banner image. This is what I think you should start with. Add a banner image. Now, it gave you the dimension to actually work with. So if you haven't designed, you can simply take this number, go to your whatever tool that you are working with, put in this figure there, and it will create a dimension that fits completely. So what that means is that when you are setting it up, when you click on add this thing, you just select the image and add it there. And because you use the right dimension, you don't have to either crop or adjust, it just fits it instantly. You guys can still hear me, right? All right, thank you. So that is it about that one. Then your profile pictures will be the next one. How do you do it? Click on Edit Profile Info, and you are going to see all of this here. You upload your picture. You can adjust your name. Okay, if you had initially used your email, and your email is starboy.com, starboydesigner@gmail.com, or fantasticdesigner@gmail.com, or slaymama@gmail.com, and you had gotten it like that, you can come here and simply adjust it. So some people answer really weird names. People answer really funny weird names. So yeah, you can just come here and change it. Then you add a headline. Just say something about you, right? Something very simple. Now you can add companies that you've worked with or clients that you've worked with. Just add their name there. Then choose your location, choose your city, choose your website. I added my Instagram here. If you want to maybe keep your city private, don't fix it. You can actually like leave them optional. You mustn't necessarily put all of them, right? So know the information that you want to share and the one that you don't want to share, and leave it at that. Now, your working experience, add working experience, positions that you've worked with in the past. Teams, the same. Now, I'm not going to ask you to go and fabricate things, but some of these things are usually fabricated. Some people actually would come here and fabricate the information. Yeah. I'm not going to judge them or not. I mean, whatever it is that you want to do, that is you, right? Now, you can add your social media accounts so that it's always going to appear on your main page, so that if clients want to like reach you on any social media platform, they could just click. Or sometimes don't want to call you or WhatsApp you. Some of them don't use WhatsApp. Most foreign people don't use WhatsApp. They prefer Telegram. Yeah, you can add all of that link here so that they can easily reach you. Then your about me, your title as well, which is graphic designer, product designer, UI, UX, whatever it is that you are, you put it in there. Then description, describe what you are. If you look at my own, okay, let's look at Stephanie's own. I'm a creative designer with over 2 years experience in creating social media content, blah, 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 blah. That is where you are going to fix it from. This is a description about you. Now, milestones for their courses that you've completed, then links to your title. If you want to, you add. Custom section, you can even do your own thing, right? So that is, if you can see, there is a list here where you're going to see where we are. If I scroll up, you can see the list moving here, from basic information to work experience to teams to a web, unique XYZ. That is it about fixing that. Now, the next one is going to be how to share your work. The moment you've done all of this edit profile information, here is going to instantly be fixed. And the next thing is for you to start adding projects, which is what? The works that you've done. So what I'm going to do is do it on my own. I don't really have any design that I want to upload, although there are 2 designs that I did. I think so. It was while we were doing Become a Designer as our practice that I think I made the design. Let me check for them. Maybe we could just use them as the design to upload and just upload them. Yeah, I think that's what we are going to do. Let me find the design. Give me a minute. Where is that design? I made it somewhere else. I think I made it somewhere else. Give me a minute. Let me find it. Okay, this is it. So these 2 designs, we are going to use them as what we are uploading. Or we can even use starting with the mood board as well. Let's download the entire thing. So I'm just going to download all of them, the 3 pages here. Then click on download. Is it complete? All right, I think it's complete. I want to do something real quick. Give me a minute. We're going to use this as, or let's not use it. Let me just do something real quick. Okay, so let's find an image of a fine woman doing skincare, African lady doing skincare. I think I've searched that before. All right, so there you go. Let's use this. Nope, not too modelly. Multiple faces would be a good idea. Sharp. So we'll remove the background. I'm very sure nobody is learning how to go around Canva here. Something that you should know how to do already. So we're going to position them like this. Then touch them up a little bit because I like to have my image really sharp. 20, clarity 10. Okay. So we are going to call this look beautiful. Be beautiful. Or shine in your skin. Be beautiful is not trying to do too much. Be beautiful. Then extra information. Somebody should give us what extra information should be. Just a sub copy of some sort. Anybody? An idea? Just quickly something on top of your head. Oh, since we're talking about beauty products, we already have a beauty, be beautiful headline. What should be the sub copy? Somebody come on.
Perfect for all skin tones.
Perfect for all
Perfect
skin
for all skin tones.
Okay, perfect for all skin tones, right? This should be the spelling, right? The person will give me an idea. I can't hear you. All right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. Thank you, Rebecca. So let's make it a little bit bold for. Yep. So now what we could do to make it a bit more interesting, since the designs that we looked at, or what is it called? The most of the portfolios that we looked at had something very interesting at the beginning that catches attention, right? So we could work with that. That's what I'm trying to bring us to. What is the name of that design? What is the name of that? What is the name of this brand? Parola's Skin. Okay, so let's call it URA, right? .com. We are assuming that's their website. So we could change the CTA to visit now instead of join now. All right, so let's animate it. Let's animate them. So it could have some form of attention grabbing element, you know. It's not really playing the animations. Is it network or something? I think this might be what we are looking for. You see that movement? Can you guys catch the movement? Yep. I like that slow motion. Scale up. Nice. Nice. Now the text, let's add some animation to the text. You know, something that when client looks at it, it instantly draws them in. That's what we are looking for. It's as easy as that. Be beautiful. Okay. What do you guys think about this one? I think it's doing too much. Yeah, I think he's doing too much. I don't know why you people are clapping. Yeah. Yeah, now let's go with it. Many people are disagreeing with me. It cannot be so stubborn. Okay. So we are going with bust. So what we are going to do now. Nice. So let's download. We are not actually trying to do too much. Let's just download. So we are downloading it as a video MP4, just this single page. So we download, right? How long is it taking to download? My PC hasn't been charging all this while. Damn. All right. Still downloading. Okay. I think we should do commercial break. Where they bomb and start. Okay, start downloaded. Okay, quick commercial break. So let's get back to our Behance, right? Yep. So share your work. When you click on share your work, you are going to see project, build a complete case study, showcase your which is services. So we'll click on project. Now, when you click on project, this is what you are going to have. A canvas for you to build your case study. See why I said it's so difficult for you to come here and start building. That is why some people will just do the whole design. Then just come here, click on the image and just paste it. Do you get it? It saves more time that way. Trying to come here and build it. So let's start with, since we have a header, so we click on image, then we select that banner that we made. And then give it some time to load. So I feel like we're going to have a whole lot of breaks. Your file has uploaded successfully and is being converted into a web-friendly format. So you have to give it some time. This process can take anywhere from a few minutes to several hours, depending on the file size. You will not be able to preview this audio video file until then. Feel free to keep editing, navigating away from this page. Okay, so yeah, I think the reason is because it's a video, right? If it were just a test, it just goes easily, right? Now let's bring the test. Who are these people coming in at this time? Should I put a late fee so that I will collect more money? So the next one is the next one is text. You see, the moment I click text here, everything that you need to work with is here on the right side. Automatically the text appears. So we are working for the brand. So this is where you can start building your, you can call it project overview.
Who do you want to message?
Siri, get the fuck out.
Hey, cancelled.
So you call it you call it project overview. So I can decide to highlight, make it bold, increase the text. You know, just the same way you build. If you have ever built anything on an empty, you know, yeah, this is where you build it, yeah. So after that, we can select text again. Only that this time we are building something very small. Yep. So I can go on and talk blah, blah, blah about whatever the brand is all about. I don't know whether you get the idea, right? So you just, you probably could use ChatGPT to generate it. Just feed ChatGPT information about the brand, tell you what you want to do. You are building a Behance case study, yeah? And I need information about all of these things. Or you feed them the design, get the information, and do that, right? So if, okay, I think I have ChatGPT Premium, so we could just see if we can do it real quick, yeah? I don't know how much time that we have, or you guys are in a haste. Are you in a haste, or should we take as much time as we want to? Let me know. Can hear you guys' opinion. Are we taking as much time, or should we short it? Okay, take time, sir. All right. That is one person's opinion, by the way. So clip. Let's use, this is where I literally talk to ChatGPT about anything. Or let's do a new chat. Let's do a new chat. So let's import what we just downloaded. Okay. So when they are all in here, I'm just going to ask ChatGPT to, these are designs. These are designs for a client. The name is there, blah, blah, blah. I want to build a case study on Behance for my portfolio. That's a very bad spelling. Even if it's bad, it will correct me, so I trust it. For my portfolio, I think that O shouldn't be there. That should be. But let's be going. I want you, these are design. I want to build a case study on Behance for portfolio. I want you to give me a concise case study using the data or information on the fly on the design, using the info on the designs. Let's see what it's going to give us. Here is a concise, nice, good. Aha. So now we can just simply copy instead of trying to do type all of them. So now we are slowly building. But one thing I'm going to tell you is that, like I said, just do the design on your own end. It will become out finer because you will have the liberty to design it whichever way you want to look. Because now it's just plain text on a plain background. And that looks boring to me, right? But if you don't have time, you can do this. But if you have time, do the design on the tool that you are working with, right? Do the design and simply come and drop the images. As simple as that. So now that we've done this, we are going to add, let's check what ChatGPT told us. Okay, objective is next. But before we add objective, let's add the mood board. Yeah, let's use the mood board that we downloaded and add it here. You can see the way it's appearing. It's been uploaded. After we are done, we click on text and we'll go to ChatGPT and copy the text that we're working with, which is objective this time. So first of all, create an objective text, but I'm just going to copy this. So text, right, objective. Then highlight it, make it bold, then increase the size to, I think it was 30 that we are working with. I'm assuming it's 30, I'm not very sure. Now, if you don't want to be going back to all of this, the right side to get what you are working with, elements that you're working with, you can simply just hover here, it comes out, right? So we select text, go back to ChatGPT, and oh, we had already copied it. My brain, I'm on the old. So you select text, paste it, what we copied, then bring in another picture again. So we are zooming, or like I said, you can simply take image from here. So let's bring in the first image. I think I like this one better, so let's start with this. Now understand that this is, we are rushing it, right? If you want to tell better stories, tell better stories. Don't just do what I did with ChatGPT. I just did it because I wanted us to generate text to work with, right? If you want to tell stories about meeting the client, the interaction, the corrections that went over it, blah, 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 do it. It is your case study. Put everything that you want to put into. So the next one, creative direction. So we copy it, go back. You see, image appears immediately.
There's nothing called meeting in your calendar.
Oh, anger me this night. So some images can load faster than the other. I think what we should have done with this video MP4 file, that been to reduce the file size, since this is also experiment, right? So depending on file size, it could load faster or not. But let's keep going. So text again, and it is a creative direction. I think it's not actually that. Oh, creative direction. And remember, of course, because it's a bold distance, we'll make it bold, then increase the size to 30. There you go. Then we select text again, then paste the one that we copied. Right? Nice. So let's bring in the last picture. I think this first one. There you go. Aha. Now we come down again, and what is the next text to bring in? Design solution, and every other thing is going to follow. Yeah, so let's start with design solution. So let's create text again. Like I said, it could be video that you could add here. It mustn't be all text, text, image, text, image. It could be video, and you are going to see video in that this thing. I don't need to be going over this one. We've done it before. So yeah. For design solution, I think I copied it, but if I didn't, let me copy it again. So if a client actually comes and see you talking about the design solution that you apply, you see video, you can make it, the pictures to be in collage and not just plain straight like this. Make it to be in collage. If you have multiple pictures that you want to be on the same page, this can help you do it, right? So let's select text, add the text. So I feel like clients are always going to be impressed with, oh, what direction did you particularly take? Like this one, you know, and then the design solution as well. So let's create a text again. This is for the headline, because I think it says something about outcome. Yeah. So no, outcome, we can type it out, but this one we could just take it, which is the last stuff actually, last text for us to take. So we select text, write out outcome, then copy, make it bold, change the size to 20. And then the text again, and here you go. We add it, and then that's it. So the next thing now for us to add is our contact info. Contact me. Let's say the client has come and actually likes this work. contact me is the next distance. So now you can go on and put in your contact details. It could be links. You could make it to be clickable so that when client comes, they click it and it sends them like this. Contact me now. I could just highlight it to be a link and put my X account there. What is my X account again? www. Because I want this thing to be something that you can click on your end and tell me what you are seeing, right? x.com/my username, which is Ebuka Victory and underscore. Yeah, done. So it will stay highlighted. You see how it's colored. So when any client comes here, they will just click. I'll just tell them, click here. Let's do it this way. So they will just come click. Once they click here, it takes them to my X account. Let me show you. Open in a new tab. It will open my X account. If it is my WhatsApp that I want them to land, I will just take my WhatsApp link and drop it there. So it makes it easier for the clients to reach you. So let's check if other visuals that we've uploaded are all in. Everything is in except the video. So we'll have to give it some time. So what did you notice here? Any questions over inquiry while we wait for our video element to get uploaded? If it were just if we had left it as just PNG, by now we should be done. But that video is really nice. So yeah, I'd like to see it come alive, right? So any questions, inquiry while we wait for our video to come alive? I don't know if we should reduce the file size. Are you people still there? Because everywhere is not get quiet. Okay. See if we can download the lower version of it. And use it instead. Or we just wait it out. Since this one is already loading, we shouldn't start from the top, right?
I don't know. I don't know why we wait. I would like to make a contribution.
Okay, go on.
Yeah, so I think one problem that designers, especially beginners, face is that we don't have designs to add to the portfolio. Yeah, so you've not gotten a job offer before, and then you don't have a work that you can add to your portfolio. So I think one way to overcome that is, joining a community. Like at the Become a Designer Academy, we send out briefs every week to work on. And then if you have these briefs that you can be able to work on, you'll be able to have something to add to your portfolio. And you won't have to wait till you have a job before you can add your work to your portfolio. So I don't know if everyone understood. So if you don't have something to add yet, maybe you're still starting out. If you don't have anything to add yet, so there are tasks that you can take on in different communities. And when you're taking on these tasks, I think you don't need to do it like it's just a task. You need to do it like you're actually working for a client, so that you can have like a story to tell, which the story now is what you're uploading to your portfolio. So you need to make sure that it's quite realistic enough, so that whenever you want to add a particular task to your portfolio, it will be good enough to present. And then when clients come to your portfolio, even if you've not had a job offer before, they will not actually notice. They'll feel like, yeah, this guy is a professional, because then you're trying to push yourself out there as a professional.
All right. That is actually a very good and crucial contribution, right? Because that question, I feel like it's one of the questions I was expecting people to ask, but you guys are not really like asking questions. So I'm believing that, oh, you probably understood everything, right? So if you don't have a design like Google contributor yet, just do the weekly tasks that we are doing. Every day we give out brief on the academy here, at the academy, sorry. So those designs that you've been making all these whiles can actually make up your portfolio. Some people have seen them. You give them the deliverable is usually just one flyer, but I will see them do mock-up, do other things, and add to the submission. I'm usually impressed because they are going overboard, right? So yeah, when that happens, something like that, now they can use it to build up a story on their portfolio, and clients will actually have something to view when they what is it called? Are looking for something that you've done, right? So yeah, try as much as possible to always engage the weekly activities. Thank you so much, Hugo. The next person is Mrs. Sebastian here.
Okay, so I have a question regarding to what you just said now regarding becoming a designer, making giving out prompt for making designs issue.
Yeah.
So for the portfolio designs you shared with us on the screen, most of them had these case studies and how the designs came about. So what happens in the situation whereby you just made the design, but because it was an assignment given to you, if I'm creating my own portfolio now, how do I put in those case studies on my own on how I came about this design? Because it was a prompt given to me. It's not something I came up on my own with or what I did for a client. That's my question.
All right. So the brief that are given to you are usually, you're supposed to assume that they are from a client. I don't know whether you've ever looked at it that way. The brief that we're giving you, we're not giving it to you for you to just think, oh, I've been given a brief. It is given to you for you to assume that this is a client that reached out and gave it to you, right? So now the process of you, I think was it okay? I think it's 8.0 that cohort 8.0 that we went over how to go from ideation to sourcing inspiration to actually designing, the entire process in making a design. Yeah, all of that process is what can make up your case study. So the brief that we've been given, right? Like the one of I don't know what the week this one is. I haven't looked at it yet. It's Hugo that is handling it now. But it's usually okay. One of them was okay, do something around agriculture or something like that. Yeah. The color palette that you are given or the color scheme that you are given is supposed to be part of your case study. And if you looked at the ones that we looked at, you see where colors were listed or they were designed and the color code given as well. These are what is going to make it up. The design objective, there is usually scenarios and objective in all of the briefs that we usually give. That is your objective. And if you looked here, we did something around objective. Also, visual direction as well. We also added to the brief. I feel like you already have everything to even work with all in the brief. If you look at the brief, what you need is already there. Everything that you need is already in your brief. It's just for you to add design solution or outcome. What did you eventually create with all of this direction that was given to you? I don't know whether that is clear, Messi.
Yes, it is. Thank you.
Okay. You sound hasty. I'm very sure you didn't pay attention. So we keep waiting for, is it really common now? And we can't preview this. I wanted us to preview it before we call it a night. Or it's taking too much time. It's not like that video had a lot of what is it called? It's not like it's an AV file, but at 10 MB or something. Daniel, you raised the hand. Let's hear you.
Okay, good evening, sir.
Yeah.
I have a question. I'm sorry, I didn't join in very early in the class, so I don't know if you have answered the question. But we're using Behance, right? I wanted to know other platforms that we can use to update our portfolios, or do we just stick with Behance for now?
I think another portfolio platform you could use is Dribble. But Dribble is popular, but not as widely used as Behance. I don't know the reason yet because I haven't checked out Dribble, right? But Behance is like almost becoming industry standard at this point. So I don't see any need to check out other portfolio sites when Behance is there. You get it? It's like you're so satisfied with something that you're not even looking at option again, because everything that you need can happen inside the Behance platform. So check out Dribble if you are really interested in looking at, let's say, secondary platform out there. You can check it out and see. Is that clear?
Oh, yes, sir, it is.
Okay. Oh, come on now. Don't share my village people. Share my village people. Ugo, let's hear you.
Okay, so I think everyone, if after tonight, this masterclass is not just for you to come and listen and then you don't actually put this into practice. So if you need to be guided, starting like to start creating your own portfolio from start to the finish, I think you can indicate. I don't know if everyone here is in the wait list group on WhatsApp. So if you're in the wait list group on WhatsApp, you can indicate so that you can actually start working on it. So it's not something you just listen to tonight and then it goes, like every other, because people attend different master classes, they attend different meetings online, and then it doesn't change them. Why? Because you don't actually put it into practice. So the best thing to do is once you're done, uh, put yourself into action and then start working on it. So if you need to be guided, or I feel like everyone that is here tonight should be able to work hand in hand. So indicating the group, and then we can start up maybe like something like a challenge. If you're not part of the accountability group of the academy, you can join in so that you have tasks to work on and then upload to your uh, portfolio. And then if you have questions that you didn't ask this night, maybe some other day, you'll be able to ask them and then it will be answered. And then you'll be able to move on with creating your portfolio. So that's it. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Ugo, for that. You're doing an amazing job. Your hand is still up. Is there something else you still want to say?
No, I don't think it's my own hand that is raised. I think someone else.
Okay. At the really, I hope I didn't want that. Oh, please forgive me if I did. Let's hear you. Aderemi.
There's nothing scheduled for the rest of today.
So yeah, I know. Okay, Aderemi is not responding. We are going to assume. We're going to assume that he isn't available. Did you know that he raised his hand? So, Daniel Sunday, let's hear you.
Okay. I have another question. As a newbie, is it, for example, now the accountability group, you have different um brief based on, like, I'm asking, is it, as a newbie, is it good to just try around on different things and put to your portfolio, or is good to niche down like early?
I feel like at the beginning, you can try different stuff. It is why you are going to see some people have their logo, they are focused on brand identity. But if you go down when they started, you're going to see that they tried out design, social media design, email design, all of that before they figured out where they actually want to pitch their tent, right? So you can actually work with that. Just do maybe social media designs for now as the focus and keep doing it just to have something to show. And then maybe at some point, find your niche and work that you posted that doesn't get lost. So yeah, I think that would be my contribution to that.
Okay, so thank
I
you.
think I have a contribution to what Coach has said now. So my own contribution is that let's say you're working on a different niche, yeah, and then the briefs that are sent to the accountability group are mostly social media designs. So I think one thing you can do is you can also generate your own brief. You can also try to generate your own brief by prompting AI, ChatGPT. And if you don't know how to do that, you can, I think Coach has a course on how to, prompt AI to get a good result. So you can also try to prompt and then get a brief that will suit the niche that you're working on. And then that will help you to have the perfect project brief to work with. Yeah, that's it. Hope I answered your question.
Oh yes, yes, you did. Thank you very much. And coach taught us in court 8.0, we were taught how to prompt. Yeah, so thank you very much.
All right, you're welcome.
I don't know why this thing is wasting time.
I
But
think
let's,
someone asked a question in the comment section.
can you read out the question, please? What does the question say?
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so he's trying to say, he asked is there a site whereby your portfolio link are to be posted? How do we go about the link?
When you are done, I'm going to show you how to get your portfolio link. Yeah. You just have to copy the link and keep it somewhere. Maybe start it on your WhatsApp, paste it on your notepad, so that you can always like pick it up from there. So I don't know whether if we should continue so that you can see the ending part of the entire process here. So when you get back here, it's just for you to put in the name of the project. That's basically what you could do here. Skin here, sorry, social media design. All right. Then key tags. Key tags are usually, you know, when you are listing out what the entire design is all about, you could add social media design, designers, all of those keywords that people can, when they search on Behance, your portfolio could actually be, you know, one of amongst the ones that pop up, right? So social media design, select it, design, brand identity, you know, all of those stuff around advertising, just select them. Now, when you're done, which tool did you use? Canva. If you use that Adobe, you search it here, you'll find it. To search Adobe, you select the one that you used, right? But we didn't use it, so we'll leave it as Canva. Then visibility. Do you want it to be password protected, link only, private? Me, everybody should see it. Right? Now, all copyright reserved. Content, is this content adult content? If you select it, that means certain kind of people cannot be able to see it. So we just leave it there. I think we are going to publish and see what is going to show us. Yep, so let's click publish. This field is required. Oh, sorry, graphic design. So that's it, we're selecting. Then we'll publish. And here you go. So let's look at what we've done. I can copy the link to the project itself. Okay. Look at it appeared eventually. But it's not clear because I had to download the low version so that we can at least use it. I think what we should have done, we would have gone ahead and downloaded the entire thing without having to. So what I'm going to do now is to get the link to my portfolio. Right? This is my portfolio link. This is it. If I copy this and paste it anywhere, you can use it to find me on Behance. So I'm going to paste it to the portfolio, Kiniko. Then, I'm supposed to get the link to that project itself only, not the entire thing, okay? I don't like that this thing is blurry though. But let me see what it looks like externally, then see what we can do about it. It's provided me that link and I did it. Okay, let's just copy it here. So, all right, let me check it on the phone and see. Every other person can just look at it as well. Okay. Oh, was I sending it to myself? So sorry. Yeah, I think I've dropped it. Portfolio setup masterclass waitlist. That's where I dropped it. Right. I think that should be it. Any more questions, inquiry before we call it a night? I just pasted the link on the waitlist where everybody can just take a look at it. Any questions, inquiry before we call it a night? Somebody is joining when we are already done is when you are coming in. I need to check if there is a way we can edit it. There should be editing to somewhere. Edit project. We didn't work with the right sizing. Yeah, that's why it's short here, but that's okay. For the other project, add caption. Well, I think we can leave it at this. That should be it. So, in absence of any other questions, inquiry, query, contribution, thank you so much for tuning in tonight's masterclass. We as community will constantly host programs like this. You could just gather, just catch up with each other, ask questions on what is so hard for you, where you need help. Just stay active on the on our X platform or Instagram or Facebook. Become a Designer Academy. The Academy is here to constantly help you grow. Whenever you have any problem, reach out to our community manager to pull you through, okay? Have a fantastic night sleep.